3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3. 3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter steps under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple of yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
No 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20 with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick. Not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21 to
already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match!
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
In the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember,
really
they were up 35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a
3rd and 4 from the 24-yard line. If this kick is made, I think I know who our player of the game is unless Escalon can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Snap down. Hole is good.
Kick from Bancourt. It's through the uprights. It is good. Bancourt gets lifted up by his holder. Hillmar is up 20-17 with 19.5 seconds left. The fans across from us on the Hillmar side of things, waving their yellow and green pom-poms, or should I say gold and green pom-poms, reaching decibel levels unheard of right now. They're ecstatic. They're juiced. Their team has a 3-point lead and is on their way to winning this Sac Joaquin Section Division IV championship against a hated rival, getting revenge from an earlier loss this year.
3-point game.
Down to 5 seconds. Wilson from straight away fires a three. Go! And that will send it to overtime as Wilson drains the three at the buzzer.
Straight on look, and he got it for that big bucket.
Caroline Martin to serve. Ken is third time the charm for Palo Alto. Martin over, dug by Irvin. Lauren, backside, Bedard got it long, and that's the ball game. And Palo Alto comes from behind. They were down 13-8 in Game 5. They win it 17-15.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Dons from their own 24-yard line. Bogart's three-step drop now flushed out. He's rolling to his right. Looking downfield, lost it to Hines. Hines with an amazing grab. Did he get that in bounds? He's still in bounds, running by himself to the 10-5 touchdown. Wow. Unbelievable catch. An Olympian defense thought he was out of bounds, and they just stopped playing. And Hines, with a headsy play, just sprints the other 30 yards into the end zone. And the Dons now extend their lead 13-0.
I don't even think Valley Center will have to snap the football. They will not. Santana puts on a rush at the end. They travel 91 yards to make it a one-possession game. They try the onside kick. They almost executed it, but a Gatorade bath for the
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run us to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run us to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Hancock to his immediate left. Two receivers far side, one near side. Hancock on a counter right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards. Just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter that's under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
No 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20 with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up over and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchon in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards deep one over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by
So, CIF San Diego.tv.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Division III Girls Soccer Championships for the CIF San Diego section presented by Insurance Group. Cathedral Catholic Summit. And the number 2 seeded Del Norte Nighthawks. The CIF supports the highest ideal of good sportsmanship and fair play in the pursuing of victory with honor. We ask that in supporting your school, your young athletes, you remember to applaud their efforts and do nothing to discredit their opponents. We thank you for your support of interscholastic athletics and join with you in acknowledging the dedication and hard work of all of our young men and women who compete in the CIF.
I don't think the production end has that much to it.
Okay,
so.
yeah, just fill in whenever you want. We'll kind of work with it. Hopefully there shouldn't be too fast pace.
No, I don't think so.
Especially.
There's a whole lot of field out there.
That is true.
Okay, so like 3 minutes, I'll fire up the pregame thing, and we can just run straight into the game.
Okay, sounds good.
But I'll cue you in and everything. $16-5. Do we know what Del Norte's record was?
Yeah, it's 23-3. They're undefeated in league. They're on like a 13-game winning streak. So it's based on, from what it looks like on paper, they might be the favorite, but Cathedral's here like every year practically. So
Dynasty.
Yeah. They've it's somewhere. They've made like the semifinals 23 straight years or something in Division 3.
Shoot.
I don't know what the finals, how many finals they've made, but I'm sure a good amount of them.
23 years in a row, you got pretty good odds.
Yeah.
You just keep showing up. Eventually, you're going to go all the way.
I guess they haven't won since 2008, though. Goodness. Briagel. Betsy Muirhead.
Briagel, is that how you say that?
Briagel.
Briagel.
Yeah, Briagel.
All right, like 2 minutes.
Just a couple on Cathedral. Number 1 is Stay Beal. Stay Beal. Bacon, number 2. Number 18, Kraus is injured. Number 20 is Tevet. And then on Del Norte, number 2 is Roshan. First name Roshan. And then 18 is last name is Bro.
That's how you say that?
Yeah, I thought it was Brio, but it said Bro.
And then it's Saipel.
Yeah, Saipel. They split up the goalies. Normally Saipel goes first half and Mana goes second half. So they said they'll probably do that today, but who knows. So we'll see what happens there.
Okay, I'll
Who's our videographer?
His name is Jared.
Jared on the video.
Just says Jared.
Okay,
so
I guess
Jared
I won't mention that probably.
Okay, I'll go ahead and fire up the pregame.
All right, we are back here on CIF San Diego.tv. Andy Bishop and Andrew Lockard coming to you from Mater Dei High School in Chula, Vista. Look, the beginnings of a beautiful day down here, Andrew. We've got a good matchup. The Nighthawks from Del Norte coming in, like you mentioned, at 23-3. They are an offensive powerhouse led by Kyra Caruza, the sophomore, who leads the team with 26 goals and 34 assists. In their previous game, coming into the championship game here, in their semifinal game, they defeated Mission Bay High School, and they were led by Hope Donovan. That's a soccer name for you. The senior captain had 2 goals for them. On the other side, last week for Cathedral Catholic, they beat University City 1-0 in their game to get here to the championship match. The lone goal coming from sophomore Brittany Doan. We are just about ready here. Del Norte is on the field. Cathedral getting ready to take it. As we'll set the clock, 40 minutes here at the high school level, 40 minutes per half. Captains for Del Norte will be all seniors, 3 of them. Kelsey Miller, Hope Donovan, and Katie Boyle. For Cathedral Catholic, it will be a couple of seniors also, Betsy Muirhead and Brittany Iramita.
And you know what's interesting, if you look at these rosters, these are 2 relatively younger teams. There's not a whole lot of seniors on either squad. So these are teams that are also going to be building towards the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And Del Norte, of course, just in their first year with a 12th grade at their school, just their second year of varsity action, as their high school just began a couple years ago. They have their first senior class graduating here in a couple months, and just a couple of seniors on their team. Just about ready to begin here. Wanted to mention the head coaches for both teams, Don Lee, the Cathedral Dons coach, and Gary Rossi will lead his Del Norte team. Had a chance to talk to both of them a little bit. Rossi over there for the Nighthawks had his hair dyed a reddish color. Not sure what that was all about, if he was trying to go for some kind of good luck or lost out on a dare to his team. But whatever the case, we're about ready to go here.
I was going to say he might be on the wrong side of a bet on that one.
Yeah. So the clock is actually going. We have yet to have a kickoff, and Del Norte will take it back, putting it into their own zone. And the kick will go out of bounds along the far side. Here at Mater Dei High School, we've got the black lines to indicate the out of bounds. A throw-in will be taken, and now Del Norte on the attack, safely hit out of bounds, or almost out of bounds, not quite, by Cathedral. We've got a whistle, and it will be Del Norte ball inside of Cathedral territory, about 20 yards away from the goal. A little hard to tell the numbers from our vantage point here. Little distance away from the field we are in the booth here. Pretty small numbers on the jerseys. Del Norte with a throw-in. A kick towards the middle. A close play to the goal, but it will be gotten there by the goalkeeper for the Dons. She'll kick it out towards midfield. Now Cathedral on the attack.
And like you were mentioning, Del Norte really is an offensive powerhouse, so the pressure is going to be on the Cathedral defense just to keep up with the attack of the Nighthawks.
Yeah, talking to Coach Rossi down there, he was really, just saying how their philosophy this whole year has been to get on the attack and to finish strong in terms of converting their kicks. They've got close to a 25% score opportunity from the kicks that they've thrown out there. So trying to finish is their theme this year. Del Norte now on the attack. Player trying to get it towards the goal, but hits the side of the net, and that will be a Cathedral ball.
Again, that's 2 pretty good opportunities early on from the Nighthawks already.
A goal kick for Cathedral. And now it's into Del Norte territory. A little bit of contact there. Cathedral will move the ball towards the middle of the field. And it will be kicked out, and Del Norte ball at the near sideline here.
This is Cathedral's first venture into the defensive zone of the Nighthawks. They now have an opportunity. However, the Nighthawks have possession of the ball coming off the side, but an opportunity for Cathedral to convert.
A nice defensive play by the Nighthawks, keeping it out of the way of the goalie there. That was Rochelle Gearhart kicking it out. A little bit of clutter towards the middle, still in Del Norte territory. A kick near midfield, ricocheted off Cathedral, but it will stay in play. As Del Norte's goalie, that's going to be Emily Seipel. She'll normally get the start in the first half. That's kind of what Coach Rossi goes with, as you saw her kick it there just a couple seconds ago. She normally gets the first half, and then the sophomore, Cassandra Manna, normally gets the go in the second half. A little bit of an interesting strategy there. Contact, and we'll get most likely a penalty on Cathedral for a foul right there.
I'm impressed so far with Cathedral's ability to move the ball and apply that pressure right around midfield. It seems like they've been really clogging up that area of the field against the Nighthawks, which is shutting down their offensive movement.
Now a indirect free kick for Del Norte. That was Dominique Diller on that one. Just a freshman, sending it well into Cathedral territory, but it will looks like it's going to go off Cathedral, so we should be set up for a corner kick here from Del Norte from the near sideline. Rochelle Gearhart, it appears, for Del Norte will get the kick from the corner here with about 5 minutes gone in the first half, a little over 34 minutes left. Gearhart sending it towards the middle. Well, looks like it will go with they'll go with Cathedral ball. Close call there as to who exactly it went off, but the officials down there with those green jerseys determined it went off Del Norte. Headed by Del Norte, goes out of bounds near midfield. Now Cathedral on the offensive. A couple of nice headers as Kelly Burago makes her way to the middle. She's got a free kick. She scores! Here with just 7 minutes into the first half. It was Kelly Burago from about 30 yards deep. And that gets the Cathedral sideline pumped.
And she had plenty of room right up the middle of the field. That's where you get your best percentages when you're kicking, and just a great opportunity that she capitalized on.
Burago, the junior forward, found some free space, and it wasn't the highest percentage shot, but she got a really solid kick on it and went top shelf to the left side. Del Norte will send it back as they get the kick, now down 1-0. That's got to be a huge confidence booster here for Cathedral. Maybe coming in a little bit as the underdog, looking at their record, just 16-6-5. Del Norte, like we were talking about, such a powerhouse there on the attack throughout the whole season. But a big first goal for Cathedral. As there's a floater down into Cathedral territory, we will have Del Norte ball coming up.
What a big goal for Cathedral coming in. They're the more defensive-oriented team. The pressure is going to be on the defense a lot of that game, and to come out and get that early goal, that's really going to put them at an advantage going forward.
Correction on that goal. I think we just had. It appeared it was number 9, but it was officially going to be number 5, Brittany Doan. So we apologize to Brittany on that one. I thought I saw the number 9, but it was number 5, Brittany Doan, who, like we mentioned before, scored their only goal last week as they defeated University City 1-0. Along the far sideline, it will be Cathedral Catholic with a throw-in. Beautiful day here all around the county here in San Diego. It's supposed to reach around 80 degrees through parts of the county. I'd imagine it'd get up there down in the valley here in Chula Vista.
It's a great day for soccer and not a single cloud in the sky so far as I can see. And obviously this part of the county is just scenic in and of itself, so it's a great frame in which to play soccer.
Del Norte trying to clear it out of the zone. Del Norte in the all blue jerseys, of course, the navy blue with a little bit of green numbering. Cathedral in the all white with the red numbering. Cathedral, it seems, no matter what sport you pick, they're always up there in the playoffs and the championship matches, whether it's football, volleyball. Their football team won a San Diego section title. Their volleyball team won a state title this year, earlier in the season. And, now their girls' soccer is challenging for a section title, as they normally do.
And what's great is they put so much effort into every single program. A lot of schools will just have one banner program they throw out there, but to put so much into every single program, men's and women's, that's a great school to go to.
Yeah. Ball around midfield. And Del Norte will send it back to Cathedral territory. A couple of headers ricocheting. And that's going to be Kelsey Miller taken down, trying to get it into Cathedral territory. Sending it to the middle was a Del Norte player. Shot on goal, just wide left. That one was close to getting in there from Del Norte, but just wide.
That was awfully close, and you see that pressure applied there right up the middle, sort of a last-ditch opportunity, almost connected.
Yeah, Kelsey Miller on that attempt with the left foot just went wide left of the goal. Sending it into the middle is Cathedral. And Del Norte will send it back to the kicker, who hits it towards midfield. Seen a fairly clean game so far in terms of penalties. Now here about 13 minutes through the first half.
Yeah, not a whole lot of contact out there. It is early in the day, but these teams do seem sharp and focused. But thankfully, a clean game.
Cathedral ball. Now it will be Lindy Porritt throwing it in for Cathedral. Getting a little boost on her throw. Nice toss. But now it's going to be Laura Shea kicking it towards the middle, but nobody there on offense for her. So that will go to the goalkeeper for Del Norte, Emily Seipel, who sends it up.
I think I hear Vuvuzela.
Yeah, I just heard that right as you said that, Andrew. Ball cleared back to Cathedral goalie Lizzie Stabile. We want to remind you that we'll have action all day today here on CIFSanDiego.tv. We've got, I think, 5 more matches here from Mater Dei High School. We also have 4 coming to you from Sarah High School. We've got the boys and girls Division 3, 5, and Division 1 championships from Mater Dei. And then the Division 2 and Division 4 championships will be coming to you from Sarah High School, so you can check out the times when all those will be going on throughout the day. Cathedral now on the attack, but nothing coming of it. Cathedral up 1-0, of course, here, 14 minutes into the first half.
And mentioned specifically, we have the men's Division 3 soccer finals will be coming up immediately following this game. That is slated to start around 10:45.
And yeah, that's going to be Cathedral, of course, for the boys, taking on their rival throughout the years, the St. Augustine Saints. So another Holy Bowl for those two schools. This time it'll be in the on the pitch today. We have a substitution into the game for Cathedral. That's going to be Bella Vidala coming in for Courtney Brown, it appears. Some congestion around midfield between players of both teams. Del Norte now taking it. Sending it on a pass was a Del Norte player. Couldn't quite get the number, but trying to set up an opportunity, just a little bit too much on the pass.
Awfully close, and those forwards on Del Norte have a lot of speed, so they really can take advantage of plays like that with just a loose ball heading towards the net.
Yeah, it was Kyra Caruza, the midfielder there for Del Norte, trying to set that offensive play up. As we mentioned before, she's their leader in both assists and goals. Caruso with 86 points total. Cathedral holding possession inside Del Norte's zone. And they will send it out of bounds. One 0 here. Cathedral up on Del Norte in the Division 3 CIF San Diego Section Championship. Brittany Doan getting the Dons on the board in the 7th minute with a goal from about 30 yards out. And we have a ball out of bounds. Be interesting to see what the call is. It'll be out on Cathedral, so a goal kick for Seipel of the Nighthawks.
A substitution for Del Norte. Number 8, Victoria White, now in.
Del Norte trying to clear it from their zone, finally getting it up to midfield, but no numbers advantage at all. Got to like the team defense so far from Cathedral today. Not too many opportunities thus far for Del Norte. It's
about 2 or 3 by my count, but really only one good shot on net. That one that just strayed a little bit to the left.
Ellie Tavette will take a breather. Coming back into the game is Courtney Brown.
For Cathedral Catholic, number 6, Courtney Brown. Now in it.
Also subbing into the game just a minute ago for Del Norte was Victoria White, the sophomore middle fielder.
It was a good toss in, almost all the way to the net. Just needed a head to strike that one in, but couldn't connect.
Yeah, a decent opportunity for Cathedral there, within a few yards there of the goal of Del Norte's zone. Cathedral to throw in from the far sideline. And you'd have to say Cathedral has probably had a little bit better ball control so far. The ball being in Del Norte's zone probably more often than in the Cathedral zone.
And I think we were expecting a little bit of the opposite coming into this game. So it's a good performance, strong performance so far from Cathedral.
A shot on goal from way deep will sail wide left and high. That one coming from Jessica Bacon.
And most of the opportunities are coming from Cathedral's end as well, and that's not something we were expecting so much coming in. They really are, I'll say it again, putting in a strong, strong performance in the early goings of this game.
Another substitution here for Del Norte as we get about halfway through the first half. 20 minutes gone by, and now 20 minutes left in the first half. A toss-up as both Cathedral and Del Norte players go up for the head. Ball cleared to the near side. Off Del Norte. It will be a Cathedral throw-in. Toss near the goal, about 10 yards out. Cathedral trying to keep it close to the goalie box, but cleared out by Del Norte very nicely. Del Norte so far unable to get many numbers, but now on the attack. Controlling the ball. Out on Cathedral. Oh. Yeah, that will go out of bounds indeed.
That was good ball control up the middle by Del Norte.
Sometimes you get a little faked out by these lines here. The white lines of the football field are so dominant that you think the sidelines there are the out of bounds, but the soccer lines go about 5 yards farther out beyond the football field.
Yeah, when you're watching this on your screen at home, it's a little bit harder to distinguish the black lines. They blend in more with the green, but we're looking at maybe an extra 5-6 feet beyond the white football lines on the field. So just make a mental note of that.
The goals, of course, at the end of the end zones here at the football field here from Mater Day. So the field itself is 120 yards. Goal to goal. Substitution for Cathedral, Maddie Hagart coming in for Brittany Aramita, the senior captain. Aramita taking a break real quickly. Quickly in and then quickly headed out by the Nighthawks. Coming down, probably about a 30-mile drive for them, maybe even longer, coming up from North County. An opportunity for Cathedral, and they convert. The ball inside of Del Norte territory, jumbling around a little bit, and once again, Cathedral takes advantage. And I've got Brittany Doan on that goal again. She knows how to score, that's for sure.
And again, almost from the same spot on the field, it looks like they're just getting way too much space out there right up the middle where you get those best scoring opportunities. Del Norte is going to want to clog that area up and apply more pressure. But another great break for Cathedral Catholic.
Yeah, that ball was just kind of getting tossed and turned a little bit in that mid area, and then it just sprouted out right to Doan, and she got a kickoff. I initially thought that kick was going to go a little wide, but snuck inside the post there. That one from a little bit shorter distance than the first one for Doan. Courtney Brown trying to get it inside for Cathedral. Cleared away nicely by Del Norte. But so far through this first half, it's been the Dons that have been the aggressors, getting more of the opportunities inside the defensive zone. Seipel booms it towards midfield. Unable to handle it was Del Norte inside Cathedral zone. That one will float out of bounds, and Del Norte will now try to go on the offensive here with just under 15 minutes left in the first half.
And the Nighthawks, it's been a long time since they've had an opportunity to score. They have possession now, but looks like that might roll out of bounds. It's kept in. But the Nighthawks really need to step up their offensive pressure, as this game is starting to get a little bit away from them in the early goings, but still plenty of soccer left to play.
Yeah, there's always plenty of time, obviously, but if you're Del Norte, you probably want to sneak in one here before the end of the half, and you definitely don't want to give up another one to Cathedral. But Cathedral just controlling it so well now, but on the attack is Del Norte. Kyra Caruza taking it in, sending it to the middle. A collision there, trying to keep it in the zone is Del Norte, but a great job of Cathedral on defense right there.
At least two great shots there. One was blocked by the defense, and the goalkeeper made the other one, but a lot of pressure up the middle. And like I said, Andy, those forwards are so fast on Del Norte that they were just able to speed by the defenders of the Dons.
Yeah, you got to like what Caruza brings for Del Norte, just a sophomore. And she really took it in there, coming down the near side, the right side for Del Norte, and tried to send it in the middle, but nothing coming of it. A battle near the sideline. It will go to Cathedral.
And you can watch highlights or replay of today's game in our on-demand section, and you can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game on CIF San Diego.tv. Click on Buy DVD and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime, brought to you by CIF San Diego.tv.
A kick from Cathedral as they were pretty deep inside Nighthawk territory, but Saipel coming up with a fairly easy save on a kick without much momentum on it. But now Cathedral taking it on their far side, trying to send it towards the middle, but intercepted by Del Norte. Cathedral keeping it in the zone, though. Got, like in most soccer games, 3 referees out there controlling the field and then a couple referees on the sidelines, coordinating all the logistics, the substitutions and whatnot. Ball near midfield. Kelly Watson's trying to get it back into Cathedral territory.
That was a great pick set up there by Courtney Brown to regain possession of the ball, but the Nighthawks managed to take it back.
Oh, nice save there by the defense of the Dons. Looks like it might have been Bacon on that one to get it out of the way. Courtney Brown will kick it towards Saipel, the goalie for Del Norte.
About 10 minutes left in this match, and I think this weather's really starting to heat up. I don't know about you, Andy, but it's about 9 a.m. in the morning here. I'm already starting to feel the heat, so that's going to be a factor in all of the games here until we head into early evening. But it really is going to be a matter of exhaustion and managing that heat, staying hydrated.
Yeah, definitely. The ladies in this first game will probably be okay for the most part. But, yeah, like you said, just after 9 o'clock here, and it's probably already a good 70 degrees. And we'll only be getting hotter throughout the day.
And if you're looking for a great place to advertise your business while reaching the greater San Diego community, then you want to look no further than CIFSandiego.tv. We have great rates for your business while giving you the opportunity to get your message out to a very important demographic. And you can go ahead and contact us and get more information. We're at 619-677-3246.
Cathedral sending it towards the middle. That's Doan, who will kick it wide as it goes out of bounds. Beautiful facility here at Mater Dei Catholic High School in Chula Vista. Obviously a beautiful area down here with some really nice housing and a great facility here at the high school. Home of the Mater Dei Catholic Crusaders. Hope Donovan back into the game for Del Norte. Ball going back and forth around midfield. And they will give it to Cathedral on a free kick after an infraction on Del Norte.
That was close, just a little bit too much contact there, and she got pushed out of bounds, what otherwise would have been a great opportunity for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, you saw the Del Norte player trying to back off, and just unfortunately for their cause created a little bit too much contact. Cathedral will boot it into the middle of the field. Yeah, Cathedral free kick. We might have seen a hands violation on the Nighthawk defense, so you'll have a direct free kick here for Cathedral as Kelsey Irwin will send it away, trying to give her offense an opportunity. She's going to send it straight at the goal. A nice diving save by Seipel, who had it in her arms, and then it looked like it might have fallen out a little bit, and Cathedral might have had an opportunity, but Seipel secured it.
A little bit of a hard time finding the handle on that one off the rebound, but she quickly recovered, and otherwise would have been a really good opportunity, another good opportunity for Cathedral.
Opportunity for Cathedral in the middle of the field. Defended, though, by Del Norte, but a nice spin move by Courtney Brown, who is able to free herself, send it towards the goal, but saved by Seipel.
Yeah, and that was a great move by Brown. She literally just generated that scoring chance all by herself. And we saw another by the goaltender, another hard time handling the rebounds, making the initial save, though. So something she's got to focus on a little bit going forward.
Deep kick inside Cathedral territory. Del Norte trying to secure possession, and they will indeed get it on a throw-in here from about 35 yards out from the goal. Ahead by Cathedral. Once again, Del Norte possession here with about 5:35 left in the first half. I'm Andy Bishop, joined by Andrew Lockhart here in the booth. 2-0. Cathedral on top over Del Norte in the Division III matchup. The final here in the San Diego section. Toss by Del Norte, headed as they try to get some sort of shot. A left-footed kick goes wide right by Del Norte, and that will go out of bounds, resulting in a goal kick for the Dons.
That's about the fourth great opportunity that the Nighthawks have had. A shot almost on net, about a foot and a half wide. But they're starting to generate more scoring chances, although it's been a little lopsided in favor of the Dons in this first half so far.
That was Kelsey Irwin that sent it out of there for the Dons, but now a nice move to get inside from Del Norte. Taking it along the far side, a free opportunity, but nicely defended by the Dons and cleared fairly deep out of the zone, and now the Dons will go on the attack near midfield, sending it towards the middle. Getting it was Maddie Higgart. And saved nicely by Cathedral. The ball will go out on Del Norte. Courtney Brown doing a nice job of managing possession.
And if you want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making opportunity for your sports, or excuse me, while making money for your sports program, then you want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcast for your school's athletic events. If that's something you'd be interested in, then contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or call us at 619-677-3246.
Stabile with the throw from the goalie spot. Gets her team going on the offensive. Tamara Gomez down the near side. Almost had it, looking for an opportunity, but the ball rolled out of bounds. Just under 3 minutes here in the first half. Be interesting to see how much extra time is put on the clock there. Kelly Watson throwing it in for Del Norte.
Now she's got a chance here if she can make it to that ball. Goaltender going way out, though, to make a defensive kick on that play. What otherwise would have been a great opportunity for Cathedral.
Substitution for the Dons. That's going to be Tara Young coming in for Courtney Brown, once again getting a break. Brown, a midfielder running all over the field. We've called her names a few times, and we've seen her getting in on the action quite a bit.
The clock on the scoreboard has been turned off. The official clock for Shane Harold on the field.
Possession going to Cathedral. Playing some pretty solid defense today. Not too many opportunities there for the Nighthawks. Couple shots on goal. As they'll have a throw in here now, 2 minutes on the clock. The clock is stopped. As ball inside Del Norte territory.
Cathedral's going to get it here.
So we've seen that middle of the field opened up quite a bit for Cathedral so far. Been able to get it there on offense. Hope Donovan sends it down the field for Del Norte.
And she's been solid up the near side for the Nighthawks all game. Hope Donovan.
Keeping it in bounds. Trying to make something happen is Kyra Caruza, but secured nicely by Stabile, the goalie for Cathedral. Sends it, right to midfield. Cathedral now trying to make something happen. Unable to be cleared. On the near side is Terry Young, sending it to her teammate, Laura Shea. A little trip up there amongst girls. Out on Cathedral.
That was close. They were trying to set up for a strike right up the middle of the field. That ball just rolled out.
Donovan now with it around the near sideline, unable to handle it cleanly, and it will go out on her. Young getting it in for Cathedral, booted out by Rochelle Gearhart of the Nighthawks. And that'll do it for the half. The extra time is up. The teams will go to their respective sidelines. We'll have a few minutes here for the half, a 10-minute halftime. But at the midway point, it's the Cathedral Catholic Dons up 2-0 over the Del Norte Nighthawks in the Division III San Diego Section Championship. You're listening to live coverage here on CIF San Diego.tv.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, to get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right, gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win, sack at the 20-yard line. What a game!
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter steps under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
No 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20 with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21 to
already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh, my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh, boy. it looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
In the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember, they were up 35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a
3rd and 4 from the 24-yard line. If this kick is made, I think I know who our player of the game is unless Escalon can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Snap down. Hole is good. Kick from Bancourt. It's through the uprights. It is good. Bancourt gets lifted up by his holder. Hilmar.
Welcome back to CIF San Diego.tv's coverage of live championship soccer in the San Diego section. We've got the Division III Girls Championship for you here, ready to begin the second half. Cathedral Catholic up 2-0 on the Del Norte Nighthawks, 2 goals from Brittany Doan have the Dons up by 2. She scored 1 in the 7th minute and then once again in the 24th minute to give her team a 2-0 lead. Cathedral will start with it going from left to right on your viewing screen.
I think, Andy, that was a surprising half given the numbers. You would have thought that it would have been the opposite, Del Norte going out and getting a lot of opportunities and Cathedral being more defensively oriented, but it's been the opposite. Cathedral's come out, they've actually played really strong defensively, but also really strong offensively, and obviously Doan has been the difference maker in this game.
And you should have a new goaltender in here for Del Norte. It'll be the sophomore Cassandra Manna, who normally will play the second half. Kind of an interesting strategy Coach Gary Rossi goes there with, playing Saipel in the first half and Manna in the second half for most games. And probably not a surprise, especially given that the Dons scored 2 on Del Norte that first half. Just under 40 minutes left in the season for both of these teams, trying to secure a section championship. Del Norte here for the first time. This is being their first year as a full high school with 4 grades in the high school. They've been around for a couple years, and they'll have their first graduating class this year. So they're slowly getting better and starting to compete more around the county. The Dons, of course, are perennial contenders pretty much every sport for the playoffs or some sort of championship. They've got the ball, sending it deep. Secured by Manna, the goalie. Kicking in, and this will land just past midfield. Handled by a Del Norte player. Now with possession along the far side. Stopping on a dime.
Great defense by the Dons to neutralize that attack. She was looking for an outlet pass up towards the middle of the field, and she couldn't find any lane or any opportunity to do so. So great defense by Cathedral Catholic.
Del Norte will be in possession. They'll have the throw-in. Missed by Del Norte, and Cathedral clears it out several yards. And now a quick throw-in by Del Norte. And out on the far goal line by Del Norte, so a Cathedral possession. They will go with the goal kick. Donovan now trying to get it, but unable to beat her one-on-one matchup with a defender. Defenders for Del Norte up near midfield, now backing off slightly.
A lot more offensive pressure from the Nighthawks in this game. In the second half, they've had a couple opportunities down on the defensive side of the field from the Dons. So good job by the Nighthawks to take up their game a little bit with a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a sense of urgency for the Nighthawks, realizing they have not much time left. Down 2 points. Oh. And it looked like it might have been a possible hand violation, but the refs did not catch it on Del Norte there. Sent out by Cathedral.
Del Norte player triple teamed and tried to send it towards the middle, but blocked and sent out of bounds by the Dons. Contact in the middle of the field, a foul on the Nighthawks, and that will result in a Cathedral possession.
That's been one of the few instances of that sort of contact in this game. It's been very clean, both sides doing a great job playing by the books.
And stolen by Del Norte, rather. Unable to secure it, though. Knocked out of bounds by Cathedral, however, so another possession fairly deep inside of the Dons' territory for the Nighthawks.
And today's game is broadcast. It's brought to you by the San Diego Hall of Champions. The Hall of Champions, located in Balboa Park, is the nation's largest multi-sport museum with 3 levels of memorabilia and 68,000 square feet of space. And it's also a great place to host your next big event. For more information, visit the Hall of Champions online at sdhoc.com.
And we've got a quick substitution here for the Nighthawks.
Substitution for Del Norte, number 4, Kylie O'Neill.
Del Norte trying its best to get on the attack, but fumbled slightly by their own team, and now Cathedral will send it deep, trying to get it to their forward, but nice play by the defense. Betsy Muirhead will trot back onto the field and let her fellow teammate throw it in. Lindy Porritt on the near side here. She's going to come back about 10 yards and get
that's a pretty big step.
Full amount of momentum. Pretty impressive toss in. Near the goal. Headed in, and a great save by Mana, as that one was just feet away from going in, and now Cathedral will send it towards the goal going high.
And that was an incredible opportunity right there. Those 10 feet stepping up to that line really helped her. That was a perfect toss, nearly struck it, and a great save by the Nighthawks. Excellent, excellent opportunity again for the Dons.
Yeah, that throw by Porritt got just within a couple yards of the goal, and an amazing save by the sophomore Cassandra Mana.
I was wondering why she was taking so many steps. It worked out.
Cathedral with a shot on goal going wide left. Apparently touched by Del Norte first, though, so a corner kick from Cathedral coming from the far side. Sending it to the middle. It is headed in, but another fantastic save by Mana.
And she's keeping her team in the game right now with those excellent stops. They're just striking hard at the middle of the net. Excellent, excellent saves.
This time we'll have another corner kick coming from the opposite end, so to the near side. This one will be Michaela Kraus. Angling it. Unsuccessful attempt by Cathedral. And once again out of bounds on Del Norte, however.
The Dons are operating well from up in the middle of the field, right in front of the net. That's where they're getting their best opportunities.
Again, it will be Kraus. This time kicking it with the right foot. Sends it in there. Nice save to get it out of there by Mana. Cathedral still controlling it. And the kick by Kraus caught the net, but on the wrong side, going far left. Couple of substitutions coming into the game for Del Norte. Bree Bolelli and Rachel Gearhart.
Substitutions for Del Norte.
Del Norte
Bree Bolelli.
trying to make something happen. 10 minutes here, just over 10 minutes gone by in the second half. Down 2-0.
I can't say enough good things about the goaltending of Mana at the other end. She just came up with 2 huge stops on 2 excellent opportunities, and she is keeping her team into this game, still down by 2 goals.
Stabile, the kicker, or the goalie, excuse me, for Cathedral, sending it towards midfield. And the referees will call a possession for Cathedral. Probably a fairly even gathering amongst the fans of both sides. I would say both sides have relatively similar numbers here in the stands, represented quite nicely.
Get a little uncomfortable on those metal benches on the other side of the field, though.
That is for sure. We're already feeling it up in the box here a little bit.
Get some more airflow in here.
Yeah. Throwing it in for Cathedral will be Lindy Porritt from the far side. Brittany Doan coming out for just a few minutes here, I'd imagine, getting a well-deserved break here in the second half, scoring both of the goals and really keying that offensive attack for the Dons.
Like we mentioned about Doan, only a sophomore, but coming out and playing an excellent game for her team today.
Shot from deep goes wide. Wide left. Ball free up in the air. And now Del Norte with some potential numbers. Got a little momentum, but a nice defensive stop by Cathedral. Just over 26 minutes here in the second half. So not a whole lot of time left in the game for Del Norte to mount a comeback, down 2-0.
It seems like the field has been slanted a little bit in favor of the Dons offense. They're really doing an excellent job applying that pressure, and the Nighthawks really have not been able to come up with that many offensive opportunities. So again, the Dons are playing more of a possession game and really doing an excellent job applying the pressure.
Kelsey Irwin to use the free kick for the Dons from the near side. She will send it high, curving kick, and then it is slapped close to the goal and scored! The Dons onto the board for the third time. As they handled possession, it looked like Ellie Tavette was the Don that was in the right place at the right time. Ellie Tevet, the senior midfielder, helping her team's cause, and the senior leader coming up with a huge kick that really gives them a comfortable advantage. 3-0 here with just 25 minutes left in the game.
That puts Del Norte in a precarious position, down 3 goals. They're really going to have to fight their way back into this one, but another goal, and they're back into the race. But right now, with a 3-0 deficit, they're going to have a hard time coming back. And like you said, about 24 and a half minutes left in this game and ticking.
And now Cathedral with possession. Betsy Muirhead, the senior captain. And now Tevet almost had possession again near the goal, but unable to handle it. That will go out of bounds on the far side, resulting in a Nighthawk throw-in. Cathedral continuing to maintain a majority of the possession in their zone, or inside the Nighthawks zone, that is.
Nighthawks having a hard time just getting the ball down into the Dons' defensive zone. But it looks like they're going to come up with an opportunity right here.
Donovan passing it to her teammate, sending it to the middle now. It is cleared out, and a nice defensive effort once again by the Dons. Stone cold.
Yeah, what a great defensive move there. Couple opportunities, the ball sitting dead red in the middle of the field, but the Dons able to clear that one out defensively, and they've been excellent on defense all day, really limiting the Nighthawks' ability to generate scoring chances.
And a Del Norte player gets tripped up. Looked like it was Ashley Bro. And now with a free kick from deep, it's Dominique Diller. Sending it high and deep. But once again, Cathedral doing a pretty solid job of limiting the opportunity for the Nighthawks. Del Norte with the throw-in. Free kick now for Del Norte.
The Dons are still using excellent positioning on the field. Great passes. That one rolls out of bounds, though. But I think that's been a big part of why they're ahead in this game, is that they always seem to be in the right place at the right time, where it looks like the Nighthawks are a little off kilter.
Yeah, just such a clean game from the Dons. Being able to possess the ball so well, whether it be on defense or on the offensive attack. Coming into the game now for the Dons, Natalie Teals.
And today's game is being brought to you by Susan Cooper Photography, the official photographer for the CIF San Diego section. She's out there today. And Susan Cooper Photography provides quality team and action photos and can also provide trophies and fundraising options all in one package. To have them come out to your event, contact Susan Cooper Photography at 619-501-7128 or visit them online at susancooperphotography.com.
The Dons 20 minutes away from
their first Division III championship in 4 years. Their last one coming in 2008, as they've been to the semifinals in the Division III playoffs the last 23 years running. Unsuccessful head attempt, goes wide right.
California sports company K-Swiss is proud to be the official training shoe of the CIF. Visit kswiss.com and use promo KSCIF12 for 20% off your next purchase.
The Dons again doing an excellent job just not allowing the Nighthawks to even advance that ball up the field that far. Just excellent positioning. Like I said, it always seems like they're at the right place at the right time, and they're displaying great execution so far.
We saw the Nighthawks get a few opportunities in the first half, and then they were definitely on the attack in the first 8 or 10 minutes of the second half, but since that point, really unable to get the ball anywhere deep inside the Dons' zone. And that's just a credit to the defensive efforts by Cathedral.
And again, upcoming after this game, we're going to have the boys soccer Division III finals here in the San Diego section. Less than 20 minutes left in this game, about 18 minutes, 15 seconds left, plus extra time. But again, if you're a soccer fan, today's your day. Men's Division III soccer finals in the San Diego section.
And Ellie Tevet coming out of the game for the Dons. That might be it for her, as Courtney Brown replaced her. That might be the last minutes of her soccer career. Not a bad way to end it with your last goal coming in the championship match.
Absolutely not. That is a great way to go out. Great leadership on that team from her.
You'd probably only see Tevet come back in if the Nighthawks make this thing close. But with a 3-0 lead and the way your defense is playing, you got to be pretty comfortable where you're at if you're a Cathedral. Del Norte, however, trying to get something going, but once again, stopped by the Cathedral midfielders. Jessica Clegg, a good play there for Cathedral. Now back with the ball. A nice swoop move. Almost saved it before going out of bounds.
Oh, opportunity here by Del Norte.
Going hard, but then getting congested in the middle. She'll try to send it to her teammates, but unable to do so. Anything the Nighthawks trying to do, the Dons have an answer for it.
That might have been their best opportunity of the half, too, as she was streaking down the left side of the field. She was looking for an outlet towards the middle, but could not come up with one, and the defense of the Dons kicked in and stifled that attempt.
Looked like that was Kyra Carusa for the Nighthawks on that last attempt on offense. Throw in by the Dons. Nicely headed out of there by the Nighthawks.
.5 ticking away. And the Nighthawks with that almost great opportunity that got stifled by the defense of the Dons, and they're looking for more of those. They just need one to get them back in this game. Still plenty of time left, but as that clock continues to kick down, they're running out of more and more time. So now or never for the Nighthawks as this game continues to wind down.
Matchup that you normally don't see until this time of year. Del Norte coming down from the Valley League, and Cathedral always in that Western League, very tough league there. They're just happy to not be playing another Western League opponent. That's normally what it comes down to in the championship matches. So Coach Don Lee for Cathedral was just happy to be playing someone else. A free ball near the Del Norte goal, but secured nicely by Mana. Sends a high rainbow down the field. Once again, Cathedral maintaining possession even in their own zone. It's almost like these last 20 minutes, there's just been a wall of Cathedral defenders, no matter where the ball is at or wherever the Nighthawk offensive players want to go.
You have to give it up for the Dons defense in this game. They really just executed perfectly. And the offense, too, that has been the key so far to maintaining the score at 3-0. The offense and the defense working in tandem, firing on all cylinders.
Stabile got it away before colliding with a Nighthawk forward.
And the best soccer teams in California will gather at Downey High School on March 9th and 10th for the Southern Regional Soccer Championships. And KBCSports.com will be there. Follow our live audio coverage of the soccer championships in the southern half of the state as boys and girls teams in Division 1 through 3 battle it out for the crown. And you can catch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports.
And now you have coming out of the game the two captains for Cathedral, Brittany Aramita and Betsy Muirhead, two seniors finishing off their San Diego section careers here today, coming out of the game with about 12 minutes left on the clock.
Nighthawks have a chance here, but that one's going to go to the keeper. So that's another drive shut down by the Dons defense. A lot of contact there around midfield, right around the 50-yard line. It looks like they're not going to call anything on that one. But starting to get a little aggressive out there as the clock winding down.
Stabile, been the goalkeeper for the Dons, been nothing but stable back there, although she hasn't had to perform quite as tough a job as the Nighthawk goalkeepers, who have had some tough times back there with some good attempts. Now a shot and another diving save by Mana, who was slightly out of position, caught on her back foot, but sprawled her body out and made her third really nice save of the day.
What happened there was Mana went out to field a stray ball, and when she kicked it, it took an odd carom and went right back to a Dons player. So she was caught out of position with her weight going backwards. So she had to get up and really struggle to make that save. Definitely out of position.
That will result in a Cathedral corner kick now coming. Gotten out of there by the Nighthawks. Going down the far side. Now going down the far side
is Del Norte, sending it to the middle, but too far and too high. And Cathedral will clear it from the close zone. And you just see a little bit of a defeated Del Norte team out there, seeing the clock wind down, knowing that just about all but over. Also coming out of the game now for Cathedral, Jessica Clegg and Natalie Teals. Back and forth kicks between both teams result in a Del Norte throw-in.
Oh, that's a lot of contact.
Yeah, that'll definitely go as a foul. Definitely nothing intentional there, as one player had a little too much momentum going there. And now an opportunity once again for Cathedral. Courtney Brown coming down the near side, sending it towards the middle. Contact, and Mana secures it.
Real tight. Better coverage there by the Nighthawks in that middle of the field where it seems like a lot of the Dons' opportunities have been coming from. An excellent job clogging up that area on that last drive. But still, those balls are just bouncing, and they seem to always go in the Dons' favor.
Really got to commend the effort of Cassandra Mana back there for the Nighthawks. If not for a couple of great plays, this deficit could be even bigger. Just 3, but only 7.5 minutes on the clock. Hope Donovan with a couple of nice moves. Now with it in the middle of the field.
Oh, they wanted an offsides call there. They're not going to get it.
Oh, and the best attempt of the day for Del Norte goes high. A good shot attempt, but it goes no good.
Definitely the best opportunity of this half, if not the whole game for the Nighthawks. That shot just a little bit too high, and it was awfully close to being an offside call on that one.
Roshan Andrews was the Del Norte player trying to get that one in the goal, but just sailed a little bit high on her.
And KBCSports.com and the Play On Sports Network showcase great high school games every week, and now you can access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest KBC and Play On news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week. Brought to you by your home for high school sports, KBCSports.com and Play On Sports.
With 5:45 left in the second half, left in the game, is Cathedral with a 3-0 lead here in the championship game, and now trying to increase the lead even more on the attack. Kick to the middle. Keeper saved by Mana. This game, the first of 6 here at Mater Dei High School down in Chula, Vista. We'll have the Division III Boys Championship coming up next. Then
2 Division 5 matchups and then the 2 Division 1 matchups. The Division 2 and Division 4 championships will be held at Sarah High School throughout today. So we'll have the odds here and the evens at Sarah. At this point, it's just a matter of formality, really, for the Dons, just needing that time to tick off the clock, up 3-0, a game they've controlled the whole way.
Oh, what an effort right there. That was Betsy Muirhead really putting a lot of hustle in with not a lot of time left. Keep that ball in play. Great grinding play.
Yeah, Muirhead, captain, one of the senior leaders, still grinding like she's on the practice field trying to make the varsity squad. And we've got a little bit of a rough up by Hope Donovan. That will be a free kick for Cathedral. Bella Vidana sending it away down the near side.
And need a highlight video for your athlete working to earn that 4-year scholarship? Then you want to contact kbcsports.com. We can provide recruiting video for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, but we give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches the link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com or call us at 619-677-3246.
An exciting game so far here in the girls Division III matchup, but coming up next, we've got the boys Division III matchup as a ball is sent near the goal on the throw-in. But you've got the Holy War coming up between the boys of Cathedral Catholic. They're taking on their arch rival, the St. Augustine Saints. Coming in on the throw-in with about 2:20 left in the game. A attempt off the top, but then put in on the rebound by the Dons. That is goal number 4.
Cathedral Catholic goal scored by number 17, Tara Young.
You can hear the fans chanting CIF. This is going to be another title for the Dons. Tara Young scoring that goal. And that gives the Dons a 4-0 lead.
And you can catch the best of San Diego section soccer on CIF San Diego.tv. You can watch a replay of today's games after each one concludes, plus check out game highlights, player of the game interviews, and more. Or order a DVD or Blu-ray disc of the game, and we're your home for soccer in San Diego, CIF San Diego.tv. And like we've mentioned, we have the men's Division III championships. They'll be coming up in just a few moments here on CIF San Diego.tv.
Now the extra time is on the clock. So this game should be over in just a matter of a couple minutes.
Great execution, though, by the Dons. I think that was the key to them succeeding in this game. They really just, both sides of the field, defense, offense, executed both ends of the ball. Excellent goaltending. Everything just worked out for them as planned. I don't think they could have asked for anything more from their girls out there today.
Yeah, really just prime execution on the day you need it most. Not to say that Del Norte didn't give it their best effort. They just probably didn't execute quite the way they were envisioning here. They've really dominated their competition all year, 23-3.
Maybe not quite the level that Cathedral faces in the Western League. But still, I think a little bit of a surprise for Del Norte to end up dropping this game, and especially doing so by such a wide margin. Del Norte here in just the final few seconds, trying to mount an attack, but Cathedral still going down. Nice nifty move by Betsy Muirhead. Out on Del Norte.
And stay tuned for the CIF San Diego.TV postgame show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all of the action from this ball game. And that'll be coming up following the game on CIF San Diego.TV.
Ball cornered there on the near sideline and the goal line. And we should see this thing ending in just a few seconds, yet to get the whistle from the official. Cathedral keeping it in bounds. And that does it. The final whistle blows. The ladies of Cathedral Catholic High School storm the field. They're in full celebration mode. They win the Division III CIF San Diego section title 4-0 over the Del Norte Nighthawks. Congratulations to both teams for making it this far. And a nice job, very well done by Coach Dawn Lee of the Dons and her team, making a run through the playoffs and then dominating the competition here, winning 4-0. Stay tuned here on CIF San Diego.TV. We'll deliver you some post-game action from this game. And, of course, we've got the boys Division III matchup coming up here on CIF San Diego.TV.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity. And they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's an over the neck call. Oh my goodness.
Welcome back to CIF San Diego.TV and our live coverage of championship soccer here in the San Diego section. I'm Andy Bishop, and I'm joined by my partner Andrew Lockard. We just concluded the Girls Division III Championship. The Dons of Cathedral Catholic victorious 4-0 over the Del Norte Nighthawks. We're going to go ahead and name our player of the game. It's going to be Brittany Doan. She was a sophomore that got the Dons onto the board in the first half and then also scored another goal to give them the 2-0 lead heading into halftime, and then they ended up finishing off the game. But just give to me an assessment a little bit of what Doan contributed, Andrew, and then kind of what the Dons, how they finished things off there in the second half.
Well, Doan's first 2 goals really set the tone for this game. We were expecting a different sort of vibe on the field out there. We expected more from the Nighthawks offensively, more of a defensive game from the Dons. We didn't see that. Doan came out and set those 2 goals early, did an excellent job, and the Dons just rode all the way to the finish from there. And I think the key to their win was that execution. Like I was mentioning, their positioning on the field was excellent. Their passing was crisp. They had a lot of opportunities at the other side offensively. The Nighthawks, you know, they have a better record, but I think they play in a division with a little less stiff competition. We know the Dons play in that real tough league. So I think that's probably why the records, there was that discrepancy there. But the Dons stepped up when they needed to and executed this game perfectly.
Yeah, but on the other side, you got to be pretty proud if you're Coach Gary Rossi of your Del Norte team. You know, a young high school. This is your first league or your first year of having, the 12th grade. So you got to be happy with their efforts. And maybe you didn't quite execute like you wanted to today, but they seem like an up and coming program.
Yeah, and we mentioned that early on. They're that younger school, only a couple years under their belt. To come out here and compete at this level with a team like the Dons, who just has a huge tradition of winning, to come out and execute, and with all the young talent they have on their roster going forward, there's going to be a lot of good things coming from the Del Norte program.
So we'll wrap it up just by giving another shout out to the Cathedral Catholic Dons. Just came out here today and executed to perfection. Probably surprised a few folks at just how well they really played on both ends of the field. But that's going to do it. I'm Andy Bishop, was joined by Andrew Lockard here in the booth. Cathedral Catholic Dons win 4-0 over the Del Norte Nighthawks in the Division III CIF San Diego Section Championship. Be sure and stay tuned, though. We'll have the Boys Division III Championship coming up here. The Dons of Cathedral Catholic will be in that one as well, taking on their rival, the St. Augustine Saints, coming up here at about 10:45. So stay tuned here on CIFSanDiego.tv.